Alright, quick update on Shiba Inu. So it's been a little while since I have updated this one. We did make our prediction in the last video and it is panning out just like we predicted. We were basically forming this asymmetrical triangle. We were doing nothing but going sideways. So for some of these altcoins, when they do just trend sideways for a prolonged period of time, I will focus on other altcoins. I don't want to just make a video for the sake of it and say, hey guys, you know, the TA is the exact same as yesterday, we've just gone sideways, and then wrap up the video. I'd much prefer to wait until something happens, and that is what we are finally seeing today. So first of all, if you're new to the channel, because I haven't uploaded a SHIB update in a little while, first of all, warm welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay and hope you enjoy or hope you find value in today's content. But that being said, the last video we made for Shiba Inu, we were predicting this 57% drop out of this asymmetrical triangle. We were predicting it for a plethora of reasons. We just got battered against the 13 EMA. We were basically forming this massive bearish pennant, and while I'm not going to take the price target for this pennant because the target is going to be in the minuses, so it would obviously not be valid, this asymmetrical triangle breakdown is 100% valid, and that is what we're going to be looking at right now. So this would have another price target down at the range of 599. Bear in mind, I'm not going to mention all the zeros at the start of every target because it would elongate the video by so much. If you want the targets, just look at the right side of the screen here when I place these horizontal rays, or pause the video and you can see the target over to the side here. But this would represent a drop of approximately 32.5% before we could potentially see a bounce coming for Shiba. I would also like to highlight on the daily, we have capitulated below the lows that started when we were forming this asymmetrical triangle. Because of this, the momentum indicators are really starting to ramp up. If we head over to the lower time frames first of all, wow, this is crazy. Let's see, have we ever had, yeah, this is, yeah, normally not a good sign. So over on Poloniex, we've had 11.6 billion Shiba Inu tokens sold. Let's go over to some other exchanges. Let's type in SHIB USD. There's going to be a lot of leverage over on Binance, spot trading over on Coinbase. I think that's going to be a good indication of what the selling volume is looking like. We head over to the 4-hourly time frame. There's a lot of volume coming in over on Binance, to be fair. I mean, this has just been an increase in bearish volume for quite some period in time now. Coming over to Coinbase, we had a massive spike. 1.2 trillion SHIB sold on Coinbase. Approximately, this was coming into midnight last night, at least in my time zone as of the time of recording this. This was about 12 hours ago. So over 1 trillion SHIB sold. That is very brutal. And because of this, you can see our squeeze mom, which is our momentum indicator of choice, is starting to cascade into the light red. This is indicative that bears are about to take control of the lower time frames. If this continues to ramp up to the downside, then this is going to mean bears are going to take control of higher time frames. And what do you know, coming over to the daily squeeze mon, we've started to trickle over into light red. The last time we had a macro bearish momentum shift was actually over here on the 10th of April. So, you know, bear in mind with the daily time frame, when we do have these macro shifts, it's not trying to call the exact bottom, it's trying to call when the trend is shifting. So you can see we broke down, had a dead cat bounce after the trend shift, but then we proceeded to come all the way back down. So from when we broke down bearish, bear in mind I'm not cherry picking the data, I could have drawn this from the top here, but that would have not been when the trend shift was coming into fruition. The trend shift came into fruition on the 10th of April, and as such, I have it measured from the 10th of April instead of the high. We proceeded to drop 65% since the last trend shift. Let's see if we have any potential price targets that could be somewhat around that region. Now, 786 obviously has been invalidated as we are capitulating below the low. That's self-explanatory. Your 1.618 is, wow, look at this. So this bearish breakdown of this asymmetrical triangle is literally on the exact, you know, cent, or should I say micro cent, because this is not even a cent. This is on the exact price as the breakdown of the asymmetrical triangle. So there's going to be a huge level of confluence coming down to this drop down here. Once again, around about the 599 region. This is going to represent a approximate 32 to 33% drop in SHIB USD. That is the majority of what I see playing out in the short term. Tons of bearish volume stepping in, especially over on Coinbase. Over 1.2 trillion. That is honestly insane. I'm going to quickly check out how SHIB is doing against Bitcoin in just 1 second. But I really do want to highlight just one quick thing. you know, a lot of people, you know, specifically people who may be new to the markets, may still think that we're in a bull market or that these trends are going to reverse. I would like to show you the macro trend for SHIB is done. We are capitulating down to the lows of May 2021. We've invalidated the 786 Fibonacci, and on the weekly time frame, we're really starting to see a macro shift. This is a terrible signal if you're still in SHIB. I say this in the nicest way. You know, for the past month on my channel specifically, I've been bearish on altcoins, and I've been bearish because when you look at what Bitcoin is doing, let's start off with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I'm going to do this in literally just 20 seconds. Bitcoin's price is massively breaking down bearish. We all know, we all agree that altcoins follow Bitcoin, right? So altcoins are going to follow Bitcoin to the downside, but this is when the Bitcoin dominance comes in. The Bitcoin dominance is on a massive rally. This means that out of the total crypto market cap, Bitcoin's market cap percentage is increasing, meaning that it doesn't matter if Bitcoin goes up or down in price, Bitcoin is outperforming alts. When you pair this with the fact that Bitcoin's breaking down and the Bitcoin dominance is heading up, that means, you know, for example, if Bitcoin heads down 10%, then SHIB could head down 20, 30, 40, 50% or more while the Bitcoin dominance is heading up. So be super cautious. Bear in mind, this is really not the lowest price targets that I can see coming into fruition. I do have, you know, this green support box down here that I do think we're coming down to. Am I saying that we should buy the dip here? Am I saying we should buy the dip here because I think this is the bottom? Absolutely not. We need to take it one step at a time. The first breakdown would be about 33%. The next breakdown would be 43%. And I believe that Bitcoin is going to break down about 20% down to the 200-week moving average. I'm not going to explain why. I don't want to drag this video out. If you want to know my opinions on Bitcoin, because this channel is predominantly focused around Bitcoin, simply head over to my YouTube. I do make at least, you know, 1 or 2 Bitcoin TA videos a day, and you'll kind of see my opinion on why Bitcoin's moving down to that level. But and finally, Shiba Inu is not performing well against Bitcoin at this moment in time. You can very much see, hop over to the yearly time frame, we are absolutely cascading. Yes, I do 100% recognize that Shiba is still outperforming Bitcoin in the long term. That is completely fine. And I'm not saying that Shiba is going to permanently break down and SHIB is never going to outperform Bitcoin again. I am actually of the opinion that Doge and SHIB are probably going to continue to outperform Bitcoin at least into the next market cycle. However, it is only going to outperform Bitcoin while Bitcoin is in a bull run. Why? Well, look at the SHIB BTC chart. This looks like the chart from Bitcoin's bull run. Why does it look like the chart from Bitcoin's bull run? Because when Bitcoin moves up, just like it did here, when it came down for a correction and then it came back up, SHIB outperformed Bitcoin. But when you look at how SHIB is performing now, Bitcoin's breaking into a bear market, just like when you look at how all the other altcoins are performing, this is basically what the Bitcoin dominance is. While this is heading up, it means Bitcoin outperforms alts, and this is what we are seeing on SHIB BTC. So once again, I really do want to emphasize this. Am I saying that SHIB is never going to outperform Bitcoin again? Am I saying that we should never buy SHIB? That is absolutely not what I'm saying. At some point in time, I do think Shiba is going to be a great trade. In fact, Shiba is one of the altcoins that I'm looking at DCAing into once I believe the Bitcoin dominance has topped all the way up here at 60%. We do have a long way to go until I do believe that we are going to top out, and that just means that Shiba USD BTC pair, pick your poison, is going to drop a lot harder than a lot of people are anticipating, in my opinion. So I hope you found some value in this video. As always, you know, if you're an OG to the Shiba videos, welcome back. First of all, there wasn't too much going on, but I will be updating, you know, some of the Dogecoins when I do see these big moves coming on. Once again, I am a Bitcoin-centered channel. Bitcoin is my main focus, and I do cover these altcoins when I see moves happening. So once again, the last video we made for Shiba Inu, we were predicting a 57% drop. At this moment in time, we're 25% down. My next prediction is for us to continue dropping down with this drop, and this represents about another 43% drop over on the SHIB USD price. Once again, hope you found some value in this video. If you are new to the channel, as always, warm welcome. Hope you enjoyed your stay. And yeah, cowboy out. Peace.